Hey everybody, so today we're going to talk about puberty. Before we get into too many details, let's quickly define exactly what puberty is. Puberty is a period of growth between the ages of 9 and 12 where there are many physical, hormonal, and emotional changes. Puberty is not clearly defined as being between 9 and 15. It can start earlier or end later. I'm Erica, and today I'm going to talk about physical changes boys often experience between the ages of 9 and 12.
I'm Ashley, and I'm going to be discussing physical changes that happen between ages 12 and 15 in males.
I'm Phoenix. I'm going to be talking about how to deal with puberty.
I'm Jennifer, and I'm going to be talking about physical changes in girls 9 through 12.
And I'm Emily. I'll be talking about emotional changes in boys and girls ages 9 to 15.
And I'm Lindsay, and I'm going to be talking about changes in puberty between the ages of 12 and 15 in girls.
Let's get started.
This video is intended for both boys and girls between the ages of 9 and 15. Hey everybody, I'm Erica, and today I'm going to talk about puberty in boys from the ages of 9 to 12. The biggest change that's going to happen at this time is physical growth, as much as several inches in 1 month, and it happens to everyone at a different time. And because your body is growing so much, there's a lot of weight gain or possibly weight loss if you can't keep up and eat enough to keep up with all your growth. Be sure to eat healthy, and there's a lot of muscle development at this time. You may be stronger than you expect to be. Because there's so much physical growth, boys of this age are often not used to walking around with a frame of this size or feet that grew 2 sizes in the last month. This results in a lot more clumsiness than normal. At this time, there's also the enlargement of the testicles and the penis and growth of pubic hair. Nocturnal emissions also happen at this time, and it's completely normal. Hair also grows under the arms, on the face, and chest, and here it'll show you and a picture of shaving, which might be necessary at this time. The apocrine glands begin to function also, which makes the smell of sweat unpleasant, and deodorant is a necessity for everyone. Acne also happens at this time. Everyone experiences acne differently, and there are many different things that you can do to help with it. Voice changes may happen, and it's embarrassing but normal part of the process, and the change does not last forever. And Ashley's going to cover boys age 12 to 15.
Hey, I'm Ashley, and I'm going to be speaking about puberty in males, the pre-adolescent age, which is age 12 to 15. In boys, specific changes tend to involve developing secondary sexual characteristics as well as other physical changes. Some changes include enlargement of the testes, but the penis does not change, but as the testes and scrotum continue to grow, the penis enlarges. Pubic hair may then become darker and more coarse, and then it may spread to the thighs or the stomach area. Additional changes may occur as males progress through puberty, such as body size growth, with feet, legs, arms, and hands sometimes growing faster than the rest of the body. Some boys may get swelling in the breast area as a result of hormonal development, and this is typically normal and it's temporary. So also voices tend to change with deepening and sometimes cracking of the voice, also very normal. Hair growth on the face, underarms, and legs. Increased oily skin and sweating, so deodorant's very important. Take baths, personal hygiene. Acne may develop and involuntary erections of the penis, the initial production of sperm, and involuntary ejaculation, sometimes known as wet dreams, nocturnal emission, so that's normal. Here is Phoenix.
Alright, I'm Phoenix, and I'm going to be talking about how you can deal with puberty. First, you need to realize that everybody goes through this, so don't feel weird if you develop faster than your friend. And be positive. Remember that you're not alone, so you can talk to an adult you trust or a doctor. When you're feeling down, do things that make you feel better, sports, hobbies. When you're feeling angry, You need to find a way to calm yourself down before you react. Count to 10, take deep breaths. Remember, personal hygiene is really important. All right, next is Jennifer. She's going to talk about changes from 9 to 12.
Okay, I'm Jennifer. I'm going to talk about physical changes during puberty in girls from ages 9 to 12. So puberty usually begins earlier in girls than boys. The age that a female usually begins puberty is between 9 and 12, but it can be earlier or later. So some of the physical changes that can occur, usually the first one are girls get breast buds. Then ovulation and their menstrual cycle can begin, which is usually irregular. Underarm hair can start to grow. Hair on the pubis can start to grow. And then they can also experience growth spurts. They can go through weight gain, and their skin can start to change. I say a lot, sorry. Their skin gets oilier, and they can start to get acne. Sweating and body odor can become an issue, so definitely girls at this age need to wear deodorant as well as boys. Body proportions can change in young girls, and hips can start to widen, and then vaginal lubrication can also increase. And Lindsay's going to talk about physical changes next.
Hey, I'm Lindsay. I'm here to talk to you guys about physical changes in girls ages 12 to 15. In this age group, girls are going through a lot of different things at once. One thing that you'll notice changes is your menstrual cycle. It'll start to become more regular. Cramping and mood swings will definitely become more prominent. Another thing that usually happens quite frequently in this age group is increased breast development. So bra shopping is a must, even though everyone hates it. It's something that'll have to be done. Hips widen during this age group to prepare you to reproduce later on in life. Continued physical growth happens in this age realm as well. Boys do grow quicker than girls do. So you'll see that you are a lot shorter than a lot of the other people in your class, but that's not a big deal either. Girls also have a tendency to have more growing pains than boys. So your peers around you will definitely understand that. That's something you can always talk to them about. And as a girl, your voice will also change too. It will not always be as high-pitched. Eventually it will go down just a little bit. But just remember that you're not the only one that's going through all of it. All the girls around you are going through the same things as well. And now we're going to go on to Emily, and she's going to teach you guys on how to deal with the emotional changes.
Alright, my name's Emily, and I'll be talking about emotional changes in boys and girls ages 9 to 15. So although hormones responsible for your physical changes are also changing your actions and everything and your emotions, the way you think. So you'll be experiencing some mood swings, anxiety, confusion, sensitivity, self-conscious, and this is the main time when everyone starts giving into peer pressure because they want to seem cool and not be made fun of. And also it's an invincible stage. They don't think anything bad can happen to them. They don't think about the consequences of their actions. They'll also be highly irritable, and frustration and anger are the main emotions just because of all the experiences during puberty can be very overwhelming and confusing on them. And all the anger can lead to aggression, which can ultimately lead to violence, which that doesn't happen too often, but it is possible. Emotional maturity is a must for living a healthy life because you need to be able to know how to control your emotions with proper and appropriate behavior. Ways to help cope with all emotional changes, getting plenty of sleep. It's recommended that you get 8 to 10 hours of sleep every night. Going for a walk or exercising for at least 30 minutes. You can talk to someone you trust. Don't react immediately. You can count down from 10, take deep breaths just before responding, and then simply just find ways to relax. You can watch TV, do yoga, read a book, just anything that calms you and gives you a stress-free environment.
These are some of the resources that we used in putting together information for you guys today. One of them was Johns Hopkins Medicine.
Another one was advocatesforyouth.org.
Another one was healthychildren.org.
Another resource was Medicine Net.
And then another resource was Mom Junction.
And the last resource was WebMD. There are also tons of other resources out there. You can use your family, your friends, anyone in your community, also other websites. You can always see counselors at your school. Anyone really can help you go through things like this. Don't be afraid to talk to anyone.
Are there any questions? All right, this is our conclusion. Thanks for watching our video.
Bye.